All right, I started the camera a little tardy, so we will join. This is, in fact, game number 3 from Friday, August 2 at HCC. What a great lob by Chris Torgeson there to effectively win the point and start us off on today's match. We have 4 or 5 players there. That's Erin Carr. She's visiting from south of us. Her cohort on the right side of the near court is Jeremy Jones. On the far court, gathering the ball, handing it to his teammate was Chris Torgeson, and now serving the ball is Gary Downing. I'm going to keep track of unforced errors and winners to see which one is the bigger number. I'll start now. I'm not in this first game, which is a tragedy, so I'll go pretty quick. I don't think I'm going to call that a winner or I don't know what I'm going to call it. I guess I'm going to call it anything. Service, good drop, a little lazy, but very effective. Look at that nice block by Erin after the poach by Chris. I'm going to say unforced error there. Should have had that little dink return without a problem. Looks like Chris and Gary have earned a point or two early. Short return, little pop-up on the net. Nice little dig right at her feet. Erin saves a couple. Jeremy, I'm going to give him a winner. That ball's not going to be returned. Great angle. Quick shot there by Jeremy. You're going to press forward. There we go. Chris's turn to serve. Erin, nice deep return. I like that. Good little drive. Easily handled. Erin really likes her two-handed dink there. Almost keeps her hand on the back of the paddle. That's kind of odd. Like her paddle, right? Her right hand obviously on the grip, but it looks like her left hand is kind of on the paddle as she hits it. An interesting technique we have not seen employed with any great frequency. Jeremy decided to mug for the camera for reasons we don't know. If it works for her, great. Just, I would guess it's an a-traditional style. Decent drop. I like that choice by Gary, hitting it deep to the corner, trying to keep him deep, and he fails to get the drive. Unforced error and a missed drive. We've got 2 unforced errors. We got 1 winner so far. This numbering system will not stand in audit. Honestly, just doing this mostly in case these 4 want to watch this thing and see if they pick up something. Gary tried a little drop shot winner. He failed. We have 3 unforced errors. Point for our near team, and Jeremy serves again. He gets a decent serve, pretty deep. I like the returns, fairly deep. Nice dig by Chris. Nice block by Chris. Little let court by Chris. Little dink by Chris. It's all Chris. Now it's Gary. Now it's Jeremy. Oh, nice point. And thwap. If she didn't say sorry, she should have. She popped that ball up, and Jeremy was the recipient of the error. Look at that nice shot by Gary, but the quick, agile Erin Carr able to track it down. I like these plays here, right? He's moving him back a little bit with the lobs, and Gary's just being patient. We had, the defensive lobs mid-court to deep court. Gary just kept it in the middle. If you're at the front, you hit the ball overhand. The odds are with you, and that time Jeremy hit the next shot out for an unforced error. But he fought valiantly for a little while. Chris this time earned the unforced error on a dink. It's the first game for these guys. You're going to make some mistakes. Let's not be too picky. I bet later we see some 5-5-5 level play. Nice drive down the line. No problem with the lob. Let's try it again. Just keeping them back, right? That team close here should win 70% of the games, the points. Unfortunately, they did not do this one. Erin kept them back nicely, but that last shot, she hit it a little too deep. Trying to keep them too far deep. And we press forward. Probably determining who serve, what the points are. Nice third shot drop. Smooth cross court. Now he fires down the line. Jeremy's up to the task. Couple nice dinks. And a failed dink there. Man, this is a lot of unforced errors, not a lot of winners by my math. Again, first game of the day. Erin Carr to serve. There she is. Good deep serve. Good nice hard turn. A little high, but to Chris's backhand. Allows them to live through the semi-pop-up. Oh, and look at that pretty shot. I think that caught the corner. That was a nice shot by Gary. Winner. Chicka-pow. 7 unforced errors. 1 winner. Let's go to 8 unforced errors, 2 winners. Jeremy serve. I like the cross-court dink. Let's pick on his forehand for no reason. Let's pick on Gary's backhand. And just wide for the 9th unforced error. Jeremy Jones to serve again after earning that rally point. Decent third shot drop. Good back. You know, that lob to Chris's backhand is going to pay off. Chris should have handled that ball. He did not. We have 10 unforced errors. Jeremy racking up the points for he and his partner. He decides to go high with the third shot. Gets away with a good third shot, or maybe 5th shot drop after the lob. Erin goes drive, drive. Let's see if Gary was ready for that drive. Here it comes. Is his paddle up? It's up, not too bad. It looks like he was late to the ball. That's why he didn't get around on it. I was just curious if his paddle was up. It was decently up. Can't fault him too much. Erin just got an awful lot of power. We'll give her the winner for it. Why not? We'll be generous for first time in my life. Gary with a nice serve. Really good third shot drop. Chris coming up. Gary really handling those shots well. I'm going to say winner there. Gary hit it at his feet. Tough, tough shot. Certainly not an unforced error. We'll be generous and give Jeremy the winner on the shot. Chris's turn to serve. Short return, but with a little pep to it. Another, thought it was going to be a really good lob. It, in fact, is not. I'm going to say unforced error. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. That, you know, some people say, oh, you got to lob out. It's such death. If he gets that in, the advantage is now where Erin and Jeremy were at the net with that lob. If it would have dropped in, now Gary and Chris are at the net, and they've pushed them back. So it's a risk-reward shot. If he pulls off that lob, then suddenly it's a big advantage. So it's not quite as bad as hitting the net. It's not quite as bad as hitting the drive that just comes back to you. Because if you do pull it off, now you've got the advantage where you had the disadvantage prior to the lob. I wasn't really paying attention. We'll just say there was no unforced errors or that. And there's an unforced error. We're up to 12. Chris will serve second service for the away team. Short serve, decently deep return, nice drive to Jeremy's backhand. Oh, they're going to pick on Jeremy's backhand. Looks like another drive to Jeremy's backhand. Now they go forehand. That's a pop-up. We'll say winner. Even I had a chance of putting that thing away, but they popped up at Jeremy. Jeremy put it away. We'll say winner, Jeremy. And that will get the serve to the near court. And a lovely Miss Carr. Good deep serve, good deep return. A little bit of a high third shot drop. Fourth is certainly high. But I think maybe Gary was a little lackadaisical with it. It looked like he just kind of slapped at it. I think if he's a little more careful with that, just spanks it down the middle. He doesn't have to win it, but it certainly should be better than that. Ugh! You hit a serve out, that's an unforced error. We have 14 unforced errors against 5 winning shots. The ball went out. Chris, with great speed, gets it to Jeremy. And we have our 15th unforced error. If you're watching this home, the lesson is keep the ball in play. Unforced errors are dictating who's winning this game in most every of the rally points. It's a good drive, kind of a winner. Certainly not an unforced error, just caught Mr. Gary a little bit back on his backhand. Decent lob, right? Made him back up. That always helps. Really good drive there by Erin. Smart job letting it drop. Keeping it alive. I like what we're seeing. Keeping him back mid-court versus front court. That might have been wide, but maybe not. Really good. Man, a really good shot there. It's a drive. Gary should handle that most of the time. He just, it ducked under the net so well. He just wasn't able to lift it enough. Let's give her a win. Why not? Look at that. Split the D. Nothing impressive there as far as power, but placement was the key. Jeremy and Erin just looked at each other. Oh, I guess I could have hit it, or maybe you could have hit it, but neither one did. Therefore, rally to the far court. Gary, I like that. A little pop. Looked like he was just going to do a little third shot drop, but last second he looked like he added a little oomph to that thing. Right back to the net. I like the hustle by young Jeremy. I do not like him hitting it out. Try to keep him deep. Your ball's too deep. You get an unforced error. Jeremy Jones. Chris backing up with a really deep. Nice. I like the shot and the defensive play there. Chris trying to stay alive with some shots. They are staying alive. We have a nice point here. They're on the baseline, but defending well. I don't want Erin to hit that. I'm Jeremy Jones. I'll hit it. Wow, look at this play. That ball was out, but handled. Jeremy puts it away. What a nice point. A lot of tough shots. Not a lot of patience on either side. Everybody's trying to hit the ball hard. Eventually somebody hit her hard enough down the middle for the winner. That was Jeremy Jones. Erin goes lob serve. Nothing wrong with that. Lob return from midcourt. Nice drive. Wow, Erin really handled that ball well. Interesting switch there, I guess. Good communications by the partners. Erin came from a long way over, but still able to make the switch, and they're at the net, and they've got pressed Gary back, so a little bit of an advantage here for these guys. Gary tries to beat him down the line. Jeremy thwarts it for the game winner. There we have game one. By my math, 16 unforced errors, 9 winning shots. Story of the day, first game of the day, unforced errors ruled. We will do game number 2 momentarily.